Hi guys, I'm playing with my friend the Brox and Zonix. Make sure you smash that like button and
And
the
always
subscribe
have
button
and
and
don't
smash the
forget
notification button so you
and
never miss any of my videos.
never forget to never back down on Nick Ace 30's code in the item shop.
Yeah, make
Then on
sure you use code NK30
and
in
then
the item
once
shop.
and then
Okay,
once he
the
gets
Zonix.
Yeah,
We're ready up.
I am.
oh that's
Yo,
me that's not ready up.
oh,
My bad.
so sometimes people can also use my friend's code physics, right here in physics, like that. And if you use code physics for over a week, you might get some V-Bucks, guys. Or like a special gift.
I really wish I knew how to spell physics, because I would have put it in. Because guys, you should all also do that.
How you spell physics is
Wait, no, we can't do it anymore.
FHYCS.
We can't do it anymore, bro. We
I
in
know.
game, bro. I
I'm
can't
just,
do it
I'm just,
anymore. I
I'm
can't do it,
just,
homeboy.
I'm just telling you how to spell it. So
I know,
guys, stay tuned.
but
We're gonna get over like 50 wins.
mhm. Or at
Yeah,
least try,
yeah, at
cause,
least try. Or
cause never. Wait,
bro,
I,
bro,
I
bro, the
swear I have.
Bronx, the
Yeah.
Bronx. Remember
Yes.
remember that time you told me to make the video that's titled the race to Unreal?
Mhm.
I actually did it.
Good job. And did you get to Unreal, or are you doing a part 2 right now?
I'm on
Or
part 4 right now. I'm on part 4.
nah, bro. Nah, he tried messing with us, bro. Bro, he tried. Bro, really
Like, oh
tried.
hell
No.
no. I
Oh
almost
heck no.
died.
Oh heck no. I got a gun. I got a gun.
Sam, I only have a pistol.
I
But I
have an AR.
don't like pistols. I don't like pistols.
I have an AR.
I need a pistol or something.
Wait, who has a pistol?
Me. Like the
Wait, it's Michael Myers.
suppressed pistol. The suppressed pistol.
Oh, that pistol.
The
Not the.
I just got a shotgun.
I just got a mythic pistol.
Sam, I just got a mythic shotgun. Knocked him. Got him. I got him. I got him, bro. I wanted that kill. Okay, it's fine anyway. That was one of them is mine. Yeah, that was mine.
Wait, can
Okay.
we switch shotguns?
Yeah.
Mine's the Zentinel. Okay. Fair deal.
That's
Fair deal.
yeah, fair deal. Wait, how much? Guess I'm gold.
Oh,
I just killed over 5 people.
and guys, we're gonna be getting a update to Blitz, and we're gonna be getting a brand new map.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. Is
It's
Zonix
gonna
in
add.
stone? Zonix
It,
is in stone.
it's gonna add Mega City.
Oh, nice. Bro, Zonix, you have to start talking. I'll help you know.
Dude, let me get him. Let me get this boy. Let me get this boy.
I just knocked him. Just knocked him.
Boy.
No. Oh, sorry.
Nah, bro had to miss it.
Bro, Sonic has the. Oh. Yeah.
Coming. Oh god, I just killed the bro. Yeah,
I need a
give me
med kit or
shit.
something. Is
Nah,
there a
I'm still at full. I'm basically still at full health, guys.
I need a med kit or something. Or any heals.
Dude, I have a guzzle juice. Guzzle juice. Come here. Guzzle juice. Guzzle juice. Guzzle juice. Guzzle juice. Also, over here the chug jug.
Oh, okay. That is great. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the chug and drink after it. Or actually, there's a juice right here. Yo, Sonic's here.
Yo.
Here, you here. You could have that
I have a
minigun.
big pot. I have a big pot.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's gritty on him.
I had 9 kills.
9 kills. How much kills did I get? I got 7 kills.
I don't know how many kills I have.
Probably like 5 or 10, I think. Probably.
Yeah. I'm gridding now.
Same, I'm pretty.
Now I'm gonna sing never
Bro,
back down on him. I'm gonna sing never back down to him. When see my buddy in school, I was getting all around straight A's. Like this is literally my story in a song. But I have not told that I started. So that can't be a YouTuber. Till I'm like 10.
Oh, 10? You are 10?
I am 6 years old.
6? Are you lying? Actually, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. I'm gonna drop my crown if you don't tell the truth. Tell the truth. Bro, tell the truth, actually. Are you 12? Are you 12?
No, I'm 6 years old.
Are you actually 6 years old? Are you lying? Promise on my life.
Imagine he said, I promise on your life, and after next thing you know, you die.
Oh, holy crap.
Nah. You don't mess with my boy. Nah, you think you can mess with him? He's like, he's one shot. He's one shot. I promise. He's one shot. I promise. He's one shot. I promise on my life. He's one shot. A child promises on his own life that a guy is one shot. Nah. Homeboy.
No.
Why did you have to say that, Zonix? Why?
Say what?
That I said I promised.
No, I don't want to.
Because I actually promised on his life that I was 6 years old and bro literally died. Nah, why did you have to say that?
Did you lie to me, bro? Did you lie to me?
No. I'm literally not doing
Kill him, Zonix. You got this.
I already killed him.
I'm dead.
Get our
I'm dead.
reboot cards. Get our
I'm dead,
reboot us right there. So we could get our crowns back.
You're welcome. No need to brag. I'm so good.
Oh. Nah, you
Nah,
ain't that
he's
good.
himself.
I could 1v1 you and I bet I'm gonna win. $2,000.
Last time we 1v1, you lost.
$2,000 on the line. Like $2,000.
First one that dies loses.
Nah, I'm gonna be watching.
We can do this the hard way or the easy way. Which one you want it?
The
Guys,
hard
let's
way.
just run.
I
Let's
bet.
just run.
Storm
Let's
is
go to Riz.
posing
Let's go
it.
to Riz Rock. Riz Rock. Riz Rock. I'm at Riz,
Riz
Rock. Guys.
Rock? Riz Rock?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the name of it. That's the name of it. I named him Rizzy Rocky. His real name is Rizzy Rocky, but I call him Riz Rock.
Oh.
Resurrection Rock. Resurrection Rock. Nah, this boy's trying to kill me, and I gotta slide in his pistol. Why did I just get back outside again? Nah, that's crazy. Thank you, Epic, for giving me an exotic. What is this? Nascos' Piao rifle. What is a cat rifle? Meow meow rifle. It's not a Piao rifle. It's a meow meow rifle. Meow meow. Meow meow. It's time for dinner. I have barely lost health in this whole entire game, bro.
Same.
I literally am going to get inside this rift, bro. I'm inside and I just went inside a rift to go inside the double rift. Dude, I'm landing on you. I'm landing on you, bro. Someone's duo's trying to kill you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. They're bots anyways.
Oh yeah. Oh god, the real team's right there. Real team right there. That's the real team. That has to be.
Pickaxe.
Kill that boy. Kill that boy. Dude, why did you steal my AR ammo? What did I do? Nah, I need AR ammo.
Here.
Someone give me some. Thank you.
I just got the pump and dump.
Dude, I just got. Got
So
the win.
go.
Let's go. If we lose this game, I'm gonna be mad. I can't do it though. So I'm not gonna actually say them.
Easy win.
Yeah!
Easy win,
And I killed
guys.
a galaxy, bro. I killed a galaxy skin.
Yo. I got like
Dude, guess what
36 wins now. 36 wins.
Guess what
I have
mythic
13 kills.
got? Guess what mythic I got?
What? The mythic goldfish. Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay, ready up,
I
homies.
got mythic goldfish, guys. I got mythic goldfish and then did not get a kill with it.
Yeah.
Who's party leader?
Yeah,
we
it's me, I think. Yeah, it's me.
Please don't kick me.
I'm not gonna kick you.
I'm
Wait.
just a child.
Wait, tell me how old are you actually?
6 years old. Actually, no, I'm 7. I'm 7.
Thanks
I'm
for telling the real life truth. Thank you. I'm like 5 times older than you, or 6 times. I'm 14. Okay, we're landing Pleasant.
Nah, this is where everyone has to land. Everyone.
Actually, here,
Guys, let's
Rizzy Rock. Rizzy Rock.
Rizzy Rock. I call getting the god chest. I call getting god chest.
Nah.
God chest is mine. No, he's stealing. Give me it.
Never.
Yes, give me. I got weapon. Give me the chest. Oh. He thinks this is funny.
I got him.
I'm leaving y'all for this chest.
Okay. Are you dying?
No, I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself since I'm mad that they added bots to this game. Why?
Wait.
Why did they have to add bots? Bots are in this game.
Yeah, of course they are. Well, where are we gonna go? Should we You go going somewhere.
I have intolerant dude. I can go super fast. I think I saw someone. Dude, I'm in the air, guys. I see an airdrop. I see an airdrop. So next, I'm on my way, bro. I'm on my way,
Yo.
bro. I'm gonna help you. Yo, someone. Oh, never mind. There's too many people. I'm on my way, Zombie. I'm on my way, Dylan.
No,
Yes,
no. Don't come.
Charge shotgun. Got charge shotgun. What? You really think I'm not gonna? Oh, really? Just steal that off one of me. What? This is fine. I don't really know what it is, but it's fine.
Okay, guys.
I got the dualies. I got the dualies. I don't got the kill switch dualies. That's not even in. But I got the dualies. I
Yes,
got the
it is.
hot walks.
It actually
No,
is in the game.
it's not. I've never gone in it once.
I have.
Oh, how? I got the mystic collateral. Got collateral. Wait, what did y'all get? What did y'all get?
I got
Oh, that's
the highest blink MAG SMG. Oh, people are here.
Zone next. Nah, homeboy. Yeah, baby.
Yay! Jesus!
I thought I
Please.
Please.
So
No!
Bruh.
Going in the head. No! Yeah. What am I doing? I sound like a caveman.
Exactly.
Discovering how to talk. I sound like a caveman learning how to talk.
Oh, one more.
I sound like that really
No! You ready up? Oh my god!
What? How does bro have 726 wins?
The kid that killed me has 726 wins.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no, bro.
If we see him next game, we have to kill him.
Yeah, we have to kill him.
Cause guess what? That's actually a quest in Fortnite. To find someone that killed you in one of the games that you played, and then kill them in the next game after.
That's
Yeah.
a real quest.
Yeah.
It is.
I watched a YouTuber, and he literally said that that's a real quest. Bro, they're wearing summer skin from yesterday. That's summer skin from yesterday, bro. Nah, I saw someone wearing summer skin from yesterday. That is crazy that I found someone with that on. Nitro, yeah! We got Nitro's medallion.
We're ready to get that dub. Let's get
we gotta
that dub. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sweating at this game, bro. I'm sweating.
We have instant reload, basically. That's basically what we have.
Mine.
I stole from a man. Mom, I may have stole from a man. I stole from another man. I stole from an old man named Goku. Old man. Goku is an old man technically.
Yeah,
but
technically.
now he's a child. I learned that in the recent
My
series
kid.
Daima. But I heard in the recent series Daima, he is now a child, so now he's technically not old anymore.
Yeah. Bro, stop.
That's the god chest. Let me get a god chest. Rizzy gloat. I got to get. No, my internet was literally on lag mode. Because I literally went I was standing right behind you, and then I teleported in front of you. That has to be crazy. That's mad crazy, bro. Crazy. Don't think what you find, so what's real, kid? I found the god chest. Got the god chest open.
I got the
Happy
llama
birthday.
open.
Got the god chest open. My best friend's name's Tom. And my best friend's, yeah, actually no, my best friend's name is not named Tom. My best friend's name is Dylan. And my duo's real name, I don't even know what it is. But my best friend is Dylan. Oh, Mystic Typhoon! Let me see it. Let me see that beautiful blade on the ground. Let me see that OG blade on that ground. Oh god, player coming. Player chasing.
What?
Player chasing me. It's chasing me! Oh god, this is the Chaos Agent, the man who always messes up stuff. Oh! Rotate!
Bro, here.
I called a blade, I called a blade, I called a blade.
You call the blame? I bet. Thank you.
No, I said I call it, I get it. If you steal it from me, I'm just gonna be... Okay, I'm leaving the game then. You don't got any teammate anymore.
It's
Sorry,
there,
guys,
bro.
Thank
Oh, how's my
you.
brother? Beam is crazy.
Thank you.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got
Thank
you.
you. Someone's stuff is in storm. Oh! Give me protection! No! So I'm going crazy. I go crazy on these people, bro. I go easy on anyone. No!
This kid is adding.
No!
You got
You gotta kill him. Finish! No!
No! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Hey, chill out, bro. Hey, chill out.
Chill, bro. Get ready up.
Chill.
Hopefully y'all know I'm still. Chill,
I
bro.
just couldn't get it.
Chill. Actually, shut
I just
up.
couldn't get it. Damn. Okay, I show speed. Yeah, I did all that.
Bro, I'm a caveman.
Bro, dang. I show speed.
No,
I
I'm a
show speed. It's an
caveman.
honor to meet you, bro.
No, I'm a
Dang.
caveman. I'm a caveman.
No, caveman talk like this.
No, they go like no.
Dang,
they go
y'all
like,
funny,
nah,
bro.
they go-
Y'all
nah, they-
funny.
Nah, they go like this. I call it shades. Rhymes with drugs.
You call it what?
I call them shades. Rhymes with drugs.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna land right here.
Why'd you kick her, bro? Why'd you actually kick her?
But wait, that was a girl?
It's time to jump.
Yes, that was.
I did not know.
Someone is behind
Okay,
me.
she could join. Bro, stop joining.
No, don't kick her, bro. You kick her, I'm leaving.
I'm making a YouTube video, remember?
Kick her, I'm leaving.
Bro, I thought we were making a YouTube video.
Don't kick her though, bro.
Okay, bro.
Thank you, bro. What?
I got something for you.
Oh my fucking god, turn off that goddamn fan. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm kicking
Someone's
her.
nearby me.
No,
I'm
no, no,
kicking.
no, don't you dare.
Okay. Okay.
That's too loud. Hey, who just ran into my house?
It was, him. It was
How
him.
is they gonna come inside this thing?
Bro, someone buy my
Hey,
reboot card.
why you
So
in my
someone.
house, fool?
Someone buy my
Hey.
reboot card. So someone buy my reboot card.
Someone buy it?
Yeah, buy it.
I bet I got you. I'm made out of money, bro.
Nah, nah, bro, it's not made. I'm not gonna get outside.
You want
I'm not gonna
proof?
Get out your house.
You want proof? You want proof? I bet.
No, I already see you have like 4,000. I did not kick her.
I'm not. Wait. Reds. Wait, hold up.
It literally said they left the party. We know. Oh,
Dead.
calm down, bro.
Someone buy my reboot card. Buy my reboot card.
Nah, you ain't gonna die. My dad buy my boy Dylan's reboot card. Nah, we ain't buying your reboot card if you ain't buying his reboot card.
Buy my
Nah, I'ma
reboot
buy it.
card, bro.
I made a money too,
Oh,
bro.
cool. I don't know what you expect me to do, bro.
Bro, get out of storm.
Nah, I'm chill.
Wait,
I'm chill.
reboot me. Reboot me. You have a chug, right?
Nah, I don't.
Get his reboot card. It was right there. Use your chug.
No, don't give it. You have 576. Nice,
This man is dead.
Oh, you're cooked.
Yeah, you're cooked. Yeah, you're super cooked.
Now you're
That's
cooked.
really disrespecting.
Now you're.
Okay. I like his.
Res me.
I like his.
Buy my reboot. Oh my god, bro.
Bro had the Mystic Havoc.
No, he didn't.
That was
Yes,
a
he did.
sentinel. That was a sentinel.
No, it wasn't. It's that I got killed by the Mystic Havoc.
That was not the
I got
mythic
killed with
havoc.
the sentinel.
That was the. That was the assault rifle.
No, it wasn't, Dylan.
No,
It said I got killed by the Mystic Havoc.
Okay.
It said
Get
you
ready
got
up, guys.
eliminated. It said you.
Get ready up, guys. Wait,
You
guys.
got
How about we come to the lobby?
Yeah, I want to play a different game.
Yeah, go back to the lobby, bro.
Yeah, we're playing something else. Okay, I'm gonna play on the game that the viewers will like. Next.
Her. Got it. Okay, ISO speed. We get it.
Bro. Ready up.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm waiting for someone to join.
No, don't let her join.
I'm speed.
High speed. What's up, speed?
I chat. Can I give this man 2 sets
Bro.
of
Yo, guys,
1,000
ready up.
V-Bucks? Okay. Can I send this man 2 sets of 2,000 V-Bucks in the chat? Would you like it to subscribe to Actual Speed? Dude, you like and subscribe.
Yeah. Like and subscribe, guys. Okay.
Are you like and subscribe to Actual Speed?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
And I make
I'm actually not.
then you ain't getting then you ain't getting
I don't
2,000
like
V-Bucks.
actual speed because he cusses all the time.
I mean,
He
but
like
if you, but at least if
he
you
like
like and
spamming cussing.
but if you like and subscribed, you would have gotten 2,000 V-Bucks.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Are you? Now you're lying. Stop lying. Stop
No, I'm not lying.
tweaking. Stop tweaking,
No.
bro. I ain't even lying, bro.
You know what?
Actual speed is you guys a bad person. I'm not even lying.
I know. That's what. Because I actually.
He's a
because
bad
actually-
influence.
I know. That's actually Zonax. I'm Nick 30. I'm just on an alt account. I'm on my alt account, but I'm Nick 30. I promise.
Yeah, you
I'm
big.
just, I'm just on an alt account.
I think I'm subscribed to Nick A30, I think.
That is amazing. But if you join my stream later today, I may actually give you
Yo, what's
like,
good, chat? Yeah, yeah.
Yo, what the hell?
what the heck?
So guys, we're
That's
gonna land here.
Where?
I
In
call
the
them
room?
that,
mythic. I call them
I call the medallion.
mythic.
I call the medallion. I call it the medallion.
I call
I'm
them
gonna show
mythic.
you. Have
I
you
call the
guys seen
medallion.
my? Have you guys seen my video on the fastest way to kill this boss?
No.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen a video about that.
Yeah, I'm the K30, bro. And
Wait,
if you did,
wait. How did you get to kill the boss faster?
you
But
need
wait.
the You need the mist gauntlets, and then aim it at the boss, and it will break.
Oh,
Yeah, you need. Yeah, you need them, and then maybe if you get a scented mist, you'll be able to kill him like a little bit faster, since that has a little bit more charge into it. So, but that's
bro, Sonic, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop. Do not pick up any loot. Do not.
why not?
Okay, now I could. Now I could pick up loot.
No, you can't pick up loot until I drop in too. Okay, now I'm here. I'm here now. Yo, lucky chest, lucky first chest. I got the base boost, guys.
Nice.
Not the mist gauntlets, but
3,
still a
2,
little
1,
okay.
attack!
Don't show the attack until like once you have the mist gauntlet. Ole. Want a name make a screen, guys? I'll give you a name. 50 HP. What? Nah, I'm dodging this way. I'm
shooting is what, bro?
I'm dodging Kendo. Someone is nearby us. Guys, someone is nearby us.
Go get him.
No, I got this. Amazing. Oh, my doggy. Amazing. Always equal fly pressure. He has came down into the ground and made us have to deal with stuff in our way. Now this is not planned to be, but it's happening. But I call getting.
Bro, drop the mythic now. I already called it.
But guys, I'm gonna show you.
I already called the mythic, bro.
Let the king have his weapon. Okay, fine. No, why does it not have enough ammo? Aw. But I killed him.
No, we killed him. We killed him as a team.
No, I'm pretty
Someone's here. Someone's here.
Yeah, I know.
It's bots.
But stop.
You could have that. You could have that.
I do not
Bro.
want any of that trash loot.
Oh,
That's not
dang.
amazing to give the king.
Bro, come. Bro.
Amazing.
Y'all want to know a hiding spot secret?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Okay, come.
Is it the one that I did in my hide and seek with Courage? I know that the other people. Is it over here?
No. No, over here. It's
Oh
over
wait,
here.
is it that is it the tennis room?
Yeah.
That's what I think people already know about it now.
Yeah. It's over here. Guys, come. Wait. Let me get this real quick.
Okay.
Got a lot
I
of
got this.
ammo. Okay, we're
got
still
it.
going down. Okay, so
Where's this? Oh, it's right here, right?
it's right here. No, it's right here.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna see what's over here.
No, it's over here. Come.
There. This is the spot. Amazing. Whew. And we got heals.
Well, where an egg is on X. And they are also chests in here. Here, bro, come. Okay, let's go
This is
through
not
the
a thing,
pipelines. This, bro.
Did I go through the? Were we supposed to go through there?
Yeah.
I went through the. Couldn't get the rest.
Where's Onyx? Yo, Onyx, I'm coming.
I heard the gong ring. Where's the gong? Show me the gong.
What
There it
gong? What gong?
Come here,
What?
come here, come here. There's a cool feature. What's the thing right here? Look at this.
Oh. Stop it! Stop!
Let's do this. You got the king in your game on his old account. This account is not as stacked as my other account.
So much minis.
But I did buy the battle pass on this account.
Oh.
Why is that other guy just leaving us?
You mean Zonix?
Yeah, that's Zonax.
Zonix. Oh, Zonix. Wait, he doesn't have a mic anymore.
No.
It says
This
it.
guy's
It's
he is in the king's stream.
bro, Zonix. Wait,
I can't
Good
do anything.
game channel. Go to game channel. Never mind. Never mind. He is not in game channel.
I can't use my base boost. My base boost is not working.
If
How's that?
Zonix dies, we are actually gonna reboot him.
I'm so lucky that someone actually did that.
I killed him. I killed one.
Good job.
Oh, Sonic stole my kill.
No, Zonax
Don't
is
steal
just
that snipers. Yo, Sonic just stole my sniper.
Snipers aren't in Fortnite anymore, buddy. There's only DMR.
No, the deadly DMR.
You mean
Bro,
the
let's
Dead
go
Eye
for the.
DMR?
Yeah. Let's get the boss.
Can I called him Mystic,
I call the medallion.
but I don't have any medallion. Oh god.
Where is she?
She's aiming at me. She's aiming
Yeah, I
at
got
me.
you. I got you.
No, I got this. I got this. That's not good.
I'm a sniper.
It's so
Help me.
fun to do this. Chat, we're gonna show you fun ways to kill this boss. And they're very unique. So, oh, she just tried doing that on me. But what she does not know is that I am smart. So I'm not a dropout like the others. Like Cypher, Yay. I'm not like that. I'm that king. I actually got like
Where is she? Oh, I found her. I got her on my tail.
I call her Mythic again.
I call her medallion.
Oh, fess up, fess up, fess up. Someone's landing on us, someone's landing on us. Wait, that's Summer skin. I promise. Oh God's life, that's Summer skin. Oh wait, no it's not, that's...
Get her, get her, get her.
No, that's not Summer, bro. That's not Summer.
I'm getting the medallion right here.
Nah, no pads.
Bro, what is this?
Nah, I'm low. I'm Lobo.
I killed her,
My
I
name
killed
is
her.
Lobo.
I killed her. I called the
No,
medallion.
I can't. I can't get them.
I will grab the stuff for you. Bro, it's not letting me.
No! Why does he have to be right there? We gotta crouch. No! What? You need to edit.
This game sucks.
No, it doesn't. Cause I just found. Oh my god, I can't pick it up.
This game sucks. Wait, I have an idea. Except,
No, what? Oh wait, I can do mantle. Skydive. And I can't pick it up in mid-air. I can't pick anything up.
bro, this
Air.
game sucks.
I'm stuck.
This game
I'm
sucks.
No, I just did
Wait,
it
I have an
again.
idea.
Dude, all of the ideas.
Bro, this game, it's not letting us.
I say we just do this.
It was smoking.
My bad. My bad. My bad, dude. Let me just. No, I can't get it. I can't get it. Oh wait, I almost did it. I almost did it. I almost did it. Bro, I promise you, you could probably try your best and it may actually work. You just need a little bit of amazing. Like this. No! I guess we can't. I guess no. Wait, that's actually good for us, cause then no one can get the Mythic. No one can get the Mythic if it's stuck right there. Are you thinking, bro? No one can get the Mythic if it's right there. Dude, no one can get the Mythic if it's right there. Dude, come on. Come on. Dylan. 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 About that. Or leaving. Then literally, bro. Dylan. Oh, Dylan, this isn't funny. I'm back. Where's my buddy old Dylan? Where's my old buddy Dylan? Where's my old buddy Dylan? Dylan.
What? What?
I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you. That's why I was doing that.
Oh.
Dude, I am so mad that we can't get that, bro. But you know what?
Yeah, we
But you know what?
ranked up to S plus though. That's a
actually
good. Yeah.
But guess
But
what?
it's- What?
If we leave it there, no one can get the Mythic because first of all, it's in Storm, and second of all, it's stuck right there.
Yeah. Next time I'm never gonna kill her on that spot.
Yeah, we're just gonna wait for her to move. At least just shoot her at least once if she's in that spot so she could move.
Yeah.
Or like a few times. But maybe it's just glitched. Maybe they'll patch it soon. Maybe they'll patch it. Maybe that's just a glitch from this game. Maybe it's not actually supposed to be in our game.
I hope Epic Games sees this video and actually patches it, right?
Yeah, but I don't really think. But you really need to tell me the numbers on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I actually kind of forgot. After I'm gonna check out
I have
my.
Mythic Base Boost. I have Mythic Base Boost.
Bro, can I have it, please?
No.
I'll give you
I've
anything.
never gotten it. I've never had. Oh wait, you said anything? Then can I have the Mythic?
Yeah.
Mythic trade for Mythic. Okay.
So drop it right here. Wait, stop. Wait,
Okay, I dropped it. Dude.
wait.
Give me-
3. Come right here.
Okay, fair deal, bro.
No. Just drop it back.
No, you said you were gonna get the Mythic Base Boost,
I'll
and
dr-
I get
I'll drop
your
it.
Mythic.
I'll drop it back. I promise.
No.
Bro,
Dude, the promise is already finished.
bro.
What you can't take
Bro.
back what you said. You can't take back what you said.
I'm about to leave this party.
No.
Then come right here. Come right here. Come right here.
No, but I
Drop
want the
the mythic
mythic.
right here, please. And then
I really want the mythic.
I'll still give it to you. Drop it. Okay. Drop it. Drop it. Bruh.
Now can you give me it?
Drop it. Drop that. Drop that. And drop that too.
No, because now you're just gonna steal both of them.
Okay, fine. You could have the... Wait, actually, I'm gonna take it back. Because I kind of like this, but not anymore. Here, bro, come.
Aww. Don't like wood. I did. I dropped it.
Drop it one more time. One more time.
Okay.
Drop it one more time.
No. I'm leaving. Bye.
No, bro.
You have fun in storm.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
You made me feel sad. And I guess while I'm at it, I can unfriend you.
No.
Then give me
Okay,
it
fine.
back.
If you come back here, I will.
Okay. Okay. I'm here. I'm here to make a. Nah, he does not want me to get the base. He does not want me. Nah, you wanna die? No. I have not lost any health this game, bro. And now I just lost like a few health from storm, bro. I only healed to get to full HP. Someone not Sigma was here. I can tell it. Someone not Sigma was here. Okay, I'm on my way, bro. Can you please get me the mystics? Dude, why did you do that? You said you were gonna give me the mystic.
Wait.
Give me the mystic.
Whose car is that? Is that?
Oh. Nah, I'm
Please,
leaving.
please, bro. Please. I'm
And
begging.
drop it.
One game of me using this, and I promise, if I'm in a game with you, I'm never gonna use it. I promise.
Then
Wait.
come here.
Wait.
Come here. Come here. Can you come here? Come
Wait.
here.
You got me.
I'm here, bro.
Wait.
I'm here. Nah.
Bro, what was that for? He's grabbing my basement.
Fine, you can keep it. You can keep the mythic.
Thank you, bro. You're the best person ever. Best dub ever. Let's go, Zonix. Bro, why'd you hit me? Let's go. I thought it was something. Wait. Wait. Zonix left our party. Wait.
He's dumb. He should. That's why we couldn't hear him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, no. I thought he was in our team. I thought he was still in our party, bro.
No.
Nah, this man.
Bro, go to game channel. Yo, Zonix, go to party channel. Yeah, bro. Yo, Zonix. Bro, come to the lobby. about you. I'm inviting him once again. Bro, so how do you play some Blitz?
Yeah, I don't really.
What?
I don't want to.
How about, I have an idea, We play ranked. Should we play ranked?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm coming.
ranked BR.
No. Ranked 0. Ranked reload. Ranked reload 0 build. Wait, actually no. Ranked reload 0 build.
No, I don't want to play zero build. I want to build.
Yeah, it's not on 0 build, bro. Wait, I'm gonna try and invite him.
Well, also, I think Zonix unfriended me.
Oh. Wait, what?
Wait, no, never mind. He's playing OG 50v50 zero builds.
Yeah.
I invited him.
Same, I also invited him. Wait. Public. Wait, I'm gonna put my settings on. I'm gonna change my edit. Simple edits off.
Dude, simple edit needs to be on, bro.
No, it
Simple edit.
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Yes. Well, to me, it does.
Maybe to you, but not to me.
Cause if simple edit's on, then you don't have to like go through that, like you don't have to press a button and then press another button. You just press that button and then it does it. Cause if you built a wall and you want to build a door, you just look at the bottom
Wait.
and then it
Guys.
shows you a door.
Bye, guys. We're gonna end this because I've been filming for over an hour now. So bye, guys.
What? Nah, what? Dude, I think the best thing to